Contrary to popular belief, this is not just rap music. This is life. So I offer you right now, life. Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.
Is what it do, what it ain't. Y'all know what it is. UnMask'd podcast. Back again, episode 51. 1/3, you know who me. Your boy Trez the Barbarian. Across me, I got my boy P. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? King to a God as always.
You got it.
Pleasure to see you brothers again.
Yeah.
Spence, what's good, baby?
I'm good, man. Welcome back. 51. We just had the milestone episode.
Yeah, man.
Set it off on live.
Yes,
Appreciate y'all chiming in and checking in with us. Welcome back, fellas. How y'all feeling?
I'm good, man.
Feel great. It's Aquarius season.
Oh my God.
Let them have it, man.
It's your turn, huh?
Shit, let me have mine.
All the memes about you right now, huh? Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Just let them have it, shit, man.
I'm going to have regardless.
Okay. Not mad at it. Hey, y'all know we always kick it off with a quick recap, talking about our my favorite sport, NFL. Listen, I have to keep repeating it, right? This has been the best playoffs I've seen in a long time. And I'm not just talking about just the week 18 going into the playoffs, all of that. It's been great, man. It's been good football. So championship weekend, we saw the Bengals.
Yeah, I got them going all the way. Super Bowl.
Joe, huh? Joe Burrow. He.
I don't know who he is, but I'm just saying.
Guy. Yeah, I know you hate him
like
because they in your.
No, I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I want them to win.
They're not going to win.
No, they will.
The Rams are going to win.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
I had the Rams before the playoffs started, and I'm sticking with my pick.
They really came back and beat a good 49ers.
His predictions one weekend was every home team winning. And how many home teams went home?
Every home team won that weekend.
No, they didn't.
Except for one. Every home team won except for Tennessee. The Bengals the only road team that won that week.
Going with the Bengals.
Go with the Bengals.
Okay.
My best is still solid.
Yeah, I you know what I will say is for me, this is again great football. I really wanted the Bengals to beat the Chiefs. That's just what I had in my mind. I won some money,
so I had the Bills to beat the Chiefs.
I think everybody wanted anybody to beat the Chiefs. That's me personally. I hate the Chiefs, so that's just
right.
How it goes. And then secondly, the Rams to come back. I wasn't expecting it. Odell Beckham. Congrats to him.
Yeah, he's in a good place, man.
Matt Stafford, all of those boys.
Everybody look like they're in a good place.
Yeah.
Defense playing tough.
Yeah.
The pressure, man. That's why.
So you got Bengals all the way,
mm-hmm.
right?
You got the Rams.
You got the Rams.
Okay.
I got I'm gonna go with the Rams. And then another thing, just real quick, my boy Vaughn, who went to DeSoto with me, play football. He's going for his second Super Bowl. Super Bowl MVP. So quick shout out.
All right.
And then, as we see this, right? So the Rams ousted the Bucks. And following that, Tom Brady, he thought about it. Now he's gone. After 22 seasons, 7 championships. He's gone.
Well, I mean, it's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good career.
It's a good time. It's a hell of a career. I just hope he got it in black and white to get his money. Because he's supposed to be, the way the contract was set up, as long as he was on the roster on the 4th, which is a couple of days from now, he would have got $14 or $15 million.
I don't think you're worried about that money no more.
Yeah,
he got some other.
I'm getting every bag walking out the fucking door. Crazy.
They said they got some other endorsements that he coming in. That's probably half the reason that he retired.
I want theirs too.
I want it all.
Nah.
If you're telling me all I got to do is say I'm retiring 3 days later, and I get $15 million just for saying that 3 days later, I'm saying it 3 days later.
Well, he ain't saying 3 days later.
That's what I'm saying. I know he got something in black and white.
Yeah. It was a great career. I couldn't say less. I mean, even if you don't like the man,
see you later, Brady.
You gotta respect it.
Great career, gotta go, man. Dolphins got a chance to finally win again. Shit.
Speaking of the Dolphins, man,
Here you go.
Yeah. Former head coach of the Dolphins, Brian Flores. Just right before we came in here.
Disappointed in that one.
Well, I gotta to have the conversation, you have to understand, like, NFL, and it's been proven, some of the analysts have always said, we look at it as, we always known there hasn't been a whole lot of black representation in the head coaches, for the head coaches in the NFL.
Right.
And then on top of that, they know it, the league knows it, but they have yet to do better. I mean, of course, you got your Mike Tomlin's been with the Steelers.
The thing is, you can't say you got fired because
him,
he was black.
Well,
you had some bad losers, you had some bad records, man.
Just one though, right? How long was he there? Because he went to the playoffs.
3 years.
So he went to the playoffs twice.
Yeah.
And one losing season.
No, we started this year at 1-8 though, man.
Okay, well he got $800,000 for that.
Yeah.
Right.
He got what?
$800,000 for that.
He got some bread for it.
They said
that was 2019.
Oh, okay. Well, how many losses did he have then?
I don't know.
Well, he should have pushed the deal forward.
But the thing is, that's why he ain't gonna get another job. You don't release that type of information, man.
Hey, man.
Now, any ownership, they're not gonna look at you like you trustworthy. Stuff that goes and stays in house, whether you get cut or not.
So think about it like I think about it like this, right? What if there is some truth to it, right? And
there probably is.
So my thing is, right? Somebody has to be that person, right? Colin Kaepernick kneeled. So
and where's Colin Kaepernick right now?
I mean, but he still got paid.
Yeah, but maybe he had a mindset where he just tired of coaching football.
He just started coaching, bro.
How long was he? I'm sure he had 3.
He was a defensive coordinator.
Right, but how long did he do that?
Yeah. Not that long, bro. Like
I don't know his information, but I'm just saying.
He said this is his dream to be a head coach. So why are you shooting yourself in the foot?
Because you've tried to play the game and you don't like the way the game is played. A lot of people bow out once they see how the game is played and they don't like it.
Like, I understand that, but you got to think about it. Like, Flores, he's a great coach, but if you got fired because you started 1-8 and then you got fired because of the way you walked around in the organization, I didn't expect him to get a job this season.
Okay.
I didn't say next season.
What about at a coordinator spot? Because
he don't want that.
Well,
you got to see what you got.
Sometimes you got to reinvent the wheel.
He don't want that. So that's why I didn't see him getting a job this year. You can't go crying because you didn't get hired.
Well, I'll say this. It's more to come. I'm sure this won't be this won't be the last we hear.
But that's a tough battle for him, bro.
No, I agree. I would agree that it's going to be harder. But I mean, somebody has to have that conversation because it's necessary. Me personally, that's how I feel.
I don't think he got enough. I don't think he got enough stance.
He been in the league since 2008.
Right. With the Patriots.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about his longevity in the year. I'm sure in the league, this ain't his first time probably going for a job. So he probably just tired. And when you get tired, right, you can say, fuck it, I'm pulling the cover back.
So we going to just leave the money on the table?
Sometimes they did take it. He's no longer employed.
You can't compare this to Brady.
Right, no.
He got his money. He's good.
Bro, he would have got another job. Even like I said, I wasn't
expecting. He'll
get
another job.
I don't know.
It may be in college, but he'll get another job.
That pay is totally different. I don't even see him being a college coach, bro. His demeanor. Yeah. That's his demeanor.
Okay, well, maybe he's tired. 2008 to now, he's got bread.
He's working with Belichick. Everybody in New England takes pay cuts.
Right. He's got bread.
He got some money. And that's why he
got a little
took
bit of
the
money. We didn't pay him that much.
No, but I'm just saying, he's got bread. Maybe he's just tired. He got enough to say, I'm tired.
I don't know, bro.
And this is my family. We done.
I don't think that was the case.
Well, like I said, this won't be the last. This won't be the last of this one.
This is interesting.
But switching gears real quick, I wanted to, something that's been taking the internet by storm since about 24 to 48 hours ago. Bad girl Riri is now expecting.
Hey, shout out ASAP, man.
Out, man. He shot the club up.
That boy did 4, 5, 6. CeeLo. Got him. Got him.
Yeah.
Here's a throwback.
This one's for the hood, baby.
Right. That's you took the shit right out of my mouth, man. You gotta give it to him, man.
Yeah. That's a throwback. He trying to get out here, what, 13?
Hey.
2013? Hey, that's when she was still in love with J-Lo.
Hey, regardless of how he did it, he got the job done. So
could have been you, Chris.
Flacco. Chris got too many damn demons he dealing with.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but still, I mean, but in all, congratulations on y'all. Hope you have a
ASAP.
Successful pregnancy and all goes well with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to the couple, man.
Shout out to ASAP.
Yeah. He did that.
Harlem.
So you talk about having kids, right? Children, right? So
Right.
you think about all the stuff you hear in the news. You hear so much gender fluid talk and things of that nature. And so I have to have this. I have to have this brief powwow. Truly, I think that it has to be talked about. I mean, you guys might disagree, but I feel like it's something to talk about. With that being said, we just passed the 2-year mark for Kobe and Gigi.
Okay.
And the others that lost their lives. And recently, as you follow any type of social media or any kind of news outlet, you saw Dwayne Wade's child.
I didn't see the picture.
And I didn't mean to laugh, but
I'm not tuned into this nonsense.
I hear you. I hear you. But his child took a photo, and it is essentially Kobe Bryant's jersey made into a dress.
Okay.
And just thinking about all that we witness, right? And again, we've talked about this before when this is shown to everybody across the world. And you have to really think, it's not even, I don't even know if it's a conversation of the situation, the gender fluid or
no, it's not really that. I mean,
I think we look at it, is it disrespectful or is it?
I'm not gonna say it's disrespectful. Yeah. I mean, because I'm sure he knew the dude.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. I mean,
I'm sure he knew the dude.
So knew the dude.
I'm not gonna consider that he's showing his respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't
no
know.
matter what he portrayed to be, he or she portrays to be.
Yeah.
But my issue is with that. When I look at it, is you're talking about a 12-year-old,
mm-hmm.
that don't know,
a child still
that's still making decisions on life
that shouldn't be made on your own without guidance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The way this comes across is like, okay, you say you want to do this, go do it.
Right. And it almost, you get that question, who's running the household, right? Not saying like,
so,
because you kind of get where I'm going. Like, think about it. Who's really having that guidance? To your point, who's giving that guidance?
I would say D-Wade would run the house, but as far as having the most influence in the household, it's probably Gabby. D-Wade definitely runs the house. I'm not going to take away none of his man credit in that aspect of it, but he ain't never really been around because, he was playing sports and stuff. So as far as raising your kids, you left them in the hands of another woman that looked like they was playing makeup together instead of watching the game.
Could have been doing anything.
Could have been, yeah. And
fingernail polish, put on finger, just
his ex-wife, Siobhan Wade, has been known to say, "I'm not calling my kid nothing other than what he was born as, his name."
Yeah.
So, we will continue to see these things. You beg that question. You start talking about some of these people having kids. I know recently in the news we know of Jeezy and his wife.
Yeah, but he came back off of that, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I think they just named, like they said it was going to be a girl and that was that. But originally they were saying they were going, it could possibly be gender fluid, like they were going to kind of talk about that and once
that may have been a joke in bad taste.
Yeah.
Looking back.
Yeah, it could have been.
Looking back, that could have been a joke in bad taste. Like, get out our fucking business.
Could be. No, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
But you don't know that till you look hindsight to see that now you've given this name and associated with a girl.
Yeah.
As far as D-Wade running a household, I can't speak on that. I will go with Trez as horrible influence. And I don't know how much the ex-wife had to play in it as far as the decision making or when this came about or when this discussion arose, this topic arose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
But what I will say along with that as well.
I don't think she's had anything at all.
Right.
She's
but
completely out of
what I'll say with that as well is that how you're not being a parent as far as your child's mental state.
I think he's being more of a friend right now than a father.
No, you're not a protector at all. Because you're allowing your child to put themselves out there because now y'all are famous, right?
Very famous.
And people are going to say what they say and your child is going to see that.
Right. Constantly.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're failing as a parent in that regard. Why are you not protecting your child?
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay you want to do that, and people may say that's keeping them in the closet or whatever. Fuck y'all.
Right.
I'm gonna keep my son out of the spotlight.
He's too young right now, man.
Until
he's old enough to, yeah. Right.
Like
Magic and EJ. EJ
Right.
flaming like a motherfucker.
But what you say? What you say?
got the
But he
most
waited
persons
until-
out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we didn't know this about his son for
Till he was
real
grown.
until he was grown.
Right.
This boy, what, 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he 12.
So by the time he's 16, and
And that motherfucker don't even know all his colors.
his hormones
Let's
kick
stop.
in. You know what I'm saying? Like he might go a whole nother route. Like
Shit,
it's just
we might not even have to wait to 16.
He gonna pull a Nas
Year or
X on
two.
their ass. I need to get
I
some
like
pussy.
the
I ain't pussy in a minute.
Yeah. Well, more. I mean, you know, as you kind of see, it's been something that's been in the news, whether that's, you know, quarterly, monthly, you know, whatever the case may be. So I'm sure that we'll see more. But I had to bring that kind of. It kind of was one of those things you look at it like, what the hell? But then you also look at it like, now I need some understanding. I need some explanations, you know. But don't know if we ever get those. But more to come. I'm sure we'll have that in the news for quite some time. As you said, as he gets older.
when the kid gets older, you know, whatever route he decides to go, that's when the truth is going to finally come out. When they finally tell their side of the story, when they're at an age to finally release that information. Until then, it's just going to be a big mystery for all of us.
Understood. Yeah, you know, I agree. And nobody knows their household better than them. So, yeah. One other thing, you know, we kind of switching gears a little bit. We've constantly talked about coronavirus. It's constantly in the news. But the one thing that I've seen, and P, you brought a lot of light to it, with coronavirus, transplants, people that are getting organ transplants, they're getting denied, right? And so
If
now,
they're not vaccinated.
if they're not vaccinated, then they're basically getting denied. Just doing, you know, obviously we're talking about major organs, so heart, liver, kidney, you know, et cetera. And so we've seen a couple cases, one in Colorado, I think, and then I believe it was one in Boston. Yeah, the guy in Boston. And I noticed that when we talk about the vaccine, we all know it's a choice, but what do you think are a couple other reasons? Because you have to get on the list, right? Obviously, whenever you're dealing with a transplant program, you got to get on the list. You have to be accepted. There's a lot of different reasons why your body might reject an organ.
It's tough, bro. When I was reading it, they were saying that they wanted them to take the COVID shot for safety precautions to make sure that they'll still be alive after the surgery. But at the end of the day, you know, when you're reading that, when you go into any type of surgery, whether you got COVID or anything, it's a risk. It's a risk.
Yeah.
It's a risk. So I just think that was a double standard.
I mean, here's the thing for me, right? So, you know, kind of piggybacking on what you just mentioned, your body, regardless of, you may have pre-existing conditions. And the thing for me is, regardless of, still, even after the fact, your body has to actually take the organ, right? So there's so many different reasons. And here's another thing too, right? When you look at just overall, talking about somebody that's going in for a transplant, that person is already going to go through so many different like medicines, like leading up to. They still have to get accepted, and then nobody knows this piece, or maybe you do, but just to reiterate, you're not always going to have a lot of people that donate organs. Right. That's just not one of those things that just you do.
It's not.
I don't have the shit on my license. It never will. So I'm pretty sure that that's a scarcity in itself. So to get accepted with any program, there's so many things that go along with it. Now, do you feel like it's right, you know, for them to be denied because of a vaccine? Because there's so many other things, like you mentioned, that go into it.
It definitely ain't right. But if they were going to be denied, I kind of look at it like, if you're going to tell me no, tell me no before we raise all this fucking money.
Or to actually have
the surgery.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit. John Q. It's a John Q situation.
We don't raise all this money for the surgery. Now you talking about we can't have it because I ain't got no COVID shot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's very true. Because, you know, and then depending on, you're probably doing some type of payment plan.
Right.
Yeah. So I get you.
GoFundMe? You don't know what? Right. You don't know how?
Right.
Put the house up? Like shit.
True. Yeah.
Hey, look, if you're sick, go get that shit. That's all I can say.
That's all you can say. That's all you got.
Man, look, if you know you need a liver, lungs, some shit, I don't know. Go get that shit, man.
Yeah, because I mean, when I was reading, I might have read it wrong, but they said like if you have any type of transplant, you got to take the flu shot, hepatitis B shot, and all that as well, right?
Yeah. There's just so many things that go along. Yeah.
Okay.
The infection. You know,
I didn't know nobody took the flu shot.
Yeah, I haven't. Would you? Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
would
but you can say yeah to that shit. You took it as a child at some point. Maybe I took it as a child at some point.
Oh,
as an adult,
I took the Hep B shot.
I never got it.
As
But
a
all the
child,
other
I took-
shits,
yeah.
I got as a child.
I got my kids shots, but you know, I got what I was supposed to get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And at some point, you probably did get the flu shot at a young age.
Not knowing what
So
it was.
I'm gonna pull a motherfucking Aaron Rodgers and say, yeah, I'm immunized. Do what you want with that.
But I thought so. You know, I'm pretty sure they can check. Can they check?
They have to. Yeah, they got records for everything.
Would you? Let me ask you this: if it was you, would you do it?
What I would?
If, you know, God forbid, but if you had to, would you take the vaccine to get your transplant?
No.
Okay. Very honest.
Fuck yeah.
I'm taking it. I got
No,
it.
If my
in order
shit is
to-
shot,
Because they said
look, man, if I only got a year left with my shit, and you telling me that shit and that cooler can give me 10 more, and all I gotta do is get a shot, 4, 5, 6 CeeLo, nigga, roll that dice. I'm taking.
I'm not taking that shit.
I'm taking it.
Because all right, so you take it. After you take it, you got to go back on the fucking waiting list. You don't stand in the same spot where you was.
See, this is why we gotta put shit in black
That
and white.
dude got to go all the way back to the back of the waiting list. He may not even be alive by the time they call his name again. Heaven forbid that anything happens to him, but just the reality of it speaking, they said a lot of people pass away before they even get called.
But at the end of the
Give me
day,
that
you give
Johnson
yourself
Johnson
a chance.
real quick. That one hitter quitter.
You definitely ain't gonna make it through the surgery.
I feel like you still give yourself a chance, even going back on the wait list. I mean, it's what else you got? You know?
I just think that they're using that code as a.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
entitled to that. I
You
just
can't tell me that if somebody don't have a COVID shot and they're trying to get a transplant, that they're gonna die during the transplant because they ain't got a COVID shot.
Yeah.
I don't believe that shit.
okay.
I don't believe that shit.
No, hey, listen, entitled. I feel like I got a lot going on, so I'm taking it. God forbid I ever be in that situation, but I'm taking it. Yeah, I give myself a chance. That's how I'm feeling. God, I mean,
If that shit happened to me, I'm just praying to the one above, man.
yeah.
Do me
Yeah.
right.
Prayers are always necessary. Okay, all right. And that's one of those things, you hear about, and it's like it's saddening because people want to live, right? They want to live, and if you have kids, if you have loved ones that depend on you or what have you, you want to have that sense of security. So I think to me, that's a small price to pay, but everybody is different. Everybody has different, ways they want to take it or want to go with it, but
Absolutely.
yeah. Now, you kind of talk about everything that you've seen. Now, one of the most innovative things that you could have came out with now is linked to a lot of criminal activity. And Apple has recently released the AirTag. So, they went from stocking stuffers to tracking devices. If you're familiar, for those who don't know what AirTags were created to help you if you have lost items. Like keys, wallet,
suitcase,
yeah.
briefcase.
So it is now turning into a more serious offense for people that are trying to use it for criminal activity. So tracking, stalking people.
Yeah.
That's that I'll be back later.
yeah, so many words. And police have said that it's gone are the days where you see the breaking and entering for like a TV set,
Right.
or for like a something small. I mean, I won't say gone other days, but I mean it's less. That people are doing more with technology,
Right.
scamming more with technology. So now this is just an added piece, and I'm sure this is, of course, not what Apple intended it to be.
No, they didn't intend it to be that way. But when you think about it, this thing, for those who don't know, because it's still relatively new. You know what I'm saying? I think the first time it happens like maybe 2-3 months ago.
Right.
But you're talking about something the size of a quarter, right?
Yep.
And they can put this anywhere they want.
Right.
Like some of the articles said they dropped it in a coat pocket or in a purse at a bar.
Yeah.
Another one under the wheel well.
In the rim of the tire or something.
Yeah, under the wheel well. I actually watched one of the videos, right? Because I'm like, this shit can't be like that.
It's very true.
So I pulled up a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Watch one of the videos. The dude had his homeboy put it. He had a Jeep. He had his homeboy put it, like where the hooks for the Jeep he had in the front. Had him put it there. This motherfucker drove around for an hour and a half, was never notified that there was an air tag on his shit.
So that's another point.
So the shit they saying that it's supposed to alert you?
Yeah.
I think
with this video, they ain't do that.
No, it don't alert. I think it alerts the person that buys it, right?
Or for
No,
Apple.
but what they were saying is
Any Apple user?
Because the way it works, right, is it transmits or it lets the person who's it registered to let you know your location based off of other iPhones.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the thought is that it will alert you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm getting the Bluetooth. It only works because they went down somewhere out west, like Colorado, some shit, right?
Yeah.
They drove down a road where it was nobody at. So for the longest, he didn't know where this guy was at. It still showed him, the guy who put the tracker there, that he was still in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the dude got into the city where it was more people
That they started.
that he could now track him. And man, he followed this motherfucker all the way to the pizza shop.
Wow.
And this is the crazy shit. And not only could he tell he was at the pizza shop, he could hit a button and it would give him directions, the fastest directions to the pizza shop.
Damn. So they got the whole
It's
I mean, that's you think about like that, right? And you think about you want to say protecting. I mean, because that's the scary thing for women.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And I'm just taking an angle for the women, right?
For anybody.
For anybody.
Yeah, but
don't get me wrong.
particularly the women. I mean, there's some creeps out there, though.
There's some crazy.
Oh, most definitely.
And we here to protect our women. You know what I'm saying? You got a daughter.
Right.
You know,
I
got women in my family, so we here to protect the women
most
first
definitely.
and foremost. This is some shit that they need to be aware of.
Very aware.
Apple don't went too far with this one.
Well, I don't think, to just say it like this, I don't think they intended it for what it is now turning out to be.
This is why you need to have criminals on your staff.
You
Well, y'all motherfuckers busy saying, no, we're not going to hire you because you're a felon. You need to have that motherfucker in the office to tell you where you're going wrong at.
This is like a lost and to find tracker device, man. Like, this shit's dangerous.
Yeah.
No doubt. I think you're right. I think you're on the something when you say, hey, you got to have somebody with some little street knowledge to say, hey, look, check this out.
You might not want to do that.
You might not want to put this out.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. I mean, hire you a felon.
They've done it for white collar crimes, though.
Yeah, no, that's
If you think about, what's the movie Catch Me If You Can? The motherfucker back in the day that was ripping all these banks off with the checks?
Yep.
They hired him. He did his time, but they hired him.
Right. No doubt. I mean,
they hire hackers. When them hackers go in and beat they shit up,
because that's how you.
They come back and hire them, help me be more secure in this shit.
Mm. And here's another thing, and I don't know if you guys been kind of paying attention. The police authorities, they say they've been finding this more often, certain cities, right? But at the same token, I don't know if you guys been seeing like some of the clips and snippets. That's equivalent to if you see them tap the car, they might be putting something on the car. They could be ready. I think we in that same. So you don't really know now. Can you even say you trust?
I heard
we already kind of don't trust.
Wasn't like a charger or?
No, it's one of
that. They said they was in the cars when you purchased.
Yeah, I don't know
Charger, Challenger. I don't know.
I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to continue to be manufactured, but it's a very strong possibility, and it seems like it. It's only going to get different, more frequent. But hey, man, like I said,
going back to the
safe.
pages, baby.
Make sure we stay safe, everybody. Beware of everything, every single thing,
especially ladies.
Yes.
Like, even when you think you safe, it's hard to tell now because all they gotta do is just drop it in your pocket.
Drop it anywhere.
Hit your car.
Yeah.
They ain't even gotta be next to you no more.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But just think, right? How many times have you been in the bar's crowded, you gotta make your way to the bar, you in between two people.
Mm-hmm.
No,
drop something in
see what I'm saying?
Drop something in your pocket or something.
Right.
Yep. I think one of the articles I read, now I don't know if, from what I understand, that person or this young lady did not actually have anything, but just the thought of, okay, I heard about this, I know about this. And so now I'm kind of taking a different route home, trying to make sure that nothing is around me. I went somewhere else to lay my head just in case.
But that was dangerous too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you get dated with somebody else.
But you going somewhere that don't nobody know where you at now.
Well, that may be true.
And the track was on the car.
But I think, I just think the thought process, because now you have to be, like I just said, beware of everything, right? And if you're a woman, you have to kind of make those extra, I know a lot of women that say, I go a different route every night if they coming from work or whatever.
Go to a male friend house.
Yeah. Or,
family member house for the night. But like a hotel or something, I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah.
You're still by yourself.
I just beware.
Mm-hmm.
Lot going on. Apple, I don't know. We got to rethink that one. Yeah. I'm still team iPhone though.
Better hurry up and pull that one, Apple, before Samsung try to copy.
No, Samsung got their version. It's called Tile. They already there.
They already there?
Yeah, come on.
You already know how it go, man.
I got
no, go.
No,
Android users.
They were probably there first.
They could have been.
I'm sure sure
Apple probably just promoted it bigger.
Right.
Normally I'll go.
Yeah. I think good episode, fellas. I appreciate, the dialogue. The thing that I wanted to just lay on is, each and every week as we continue to bring stuff to the people, we want to eventually make sure that everything that we do does not go unnoticed. So I know we're on live, guys. We'll be putting this video out in addition to us going live, as you kind of already noticed, on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So just keep looking out for us. Continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you guys have any insight, any input, things you want to hear, please feel free to, reach out to us. Any last words for the people, fellas?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing. Probably by the time y'all see this, it's going to be cold as fuck.
Yes.
So be safe. We about to go through what we went through last year.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope that they got it. I'm talking about as far as the weather. I ain't talking about as the electricity. It's gonna be, bro. I think it's gonna be colder these coming up days than it was the last time.
I still got my New York triple fat in the car right now.
Just in case.
That's y'all. I kept my winter coat.
I got my winter coat too. I remember last year. It was cold as shit.
I remember last year too. I thought I was gonna die.
You from Miami.
I ain't had no power.
The Florida boy.
I ain't had no power for 5 days in my house.
I ain't no water. I know how that went.
And I was blocked out, so I couldn't. You know how my house is.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get. I was just stuck.
Stay warm.
Park on the street.
For damn sure. Yes.
No.
Yeah. Nobody sliding into your shit.
I got a one-way street.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can't. Damn.
You can't. Not where I live.
Stay warm, everyone.
Man, please. Just keep the heat on in my house, please, people.
Hey,
Don't turn my shit off.
Don't turn my shit off.
If not, you better cut down the trees. Hopefully the trees grew in a year.
Get the trees naked outside, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, everybody stay. It's about to hit, man. Y'all stay safe.
Yeah, and if you don't got food, you out of fucking luck.
Yeah, because this show ain't shit in the stoves.
Not a goddamn thing.
Some tuna. That's about it, man. Some spam.
The motherfuckers gonna have nothing but flour making biscuits. Thinking they making biscuits. This shit's gonna turn out to be paste. You don't know. Paste. Yo, I'm telling you. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers who think they making pancakes and just adding flour and water with no eggs.
Man. Let's hope we don't have that struggle.
Oh my gosh.
Episode 51.
Absolutely. Everybody continue to do what you know how to do. Tune in week in and also week out, and make sure you continue to support everything that we're doing. More to come. Episode 52 on the way. Until next time, to the left of me is
Trez the Barbarian.
And to the right of me,
P.
DJ D Spins, UnMask'd Podcast. We'll see y'all next week. We out.
Be blessed.
Life. For every little black child, this is life. Life. For every single parent, this is life. Life. For every brother behind bars, this is life. Hold your head.